Stallions. I'm Jackson Gantz.
And I'm Andrew Dunbar. And since 2021 has gone off to such an interesting start, we're going to talk about football.
In today's episode, we'll be going over if the Browns actually have a chance to make the Super Bowl, our opinions on the OSU game. But first, we have a special guest predictor to predict Wildcard weekend.
Not a football coach, didn't really play football, but I love football and I know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's take a look here at week 1 of the wild card matchups here in the NFL. Starting with the AFC, my choices here. You got Bills versus Colts. Now, Mrs. Heelskamp, a huge Colts fan, but I'm telling you, she's going to be mad at me here because I got the Bills taking care of business. Week 1 here. Best team in the NFL so far, I think, with the Bills. Let's see, we got Steelers versus Browns. Cleveland Browns missing their head coach, missing left tackle, missing I don't know how many starters they're missing right now, but it's called Believe Land for a reason. We got the Cleveland Browns taking care of business. Next stop, Super Bowl. Titans versus Ravens. I'm seeing an AFC North matchup here in the second round. You got the Ravens taking care of business against the Titans. Moving over to the NFC really quick. I don't know much about the NFC, but I do know that the Saints are better than the Bears. We're going Saints right here. Let's see, last game to predict. Two more. Seahawks, Rams. Again, it's a total guess, but I'm going with the Seahawks. And then finally, Washington football team versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hate Tom Brady, so I'm going Washington football team. Those are my picks. That's the facts.
Thank you, Mr. McGoldrick. Solid performance. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I give it an 8.5.
Moving on to his picks. Saints versus Bears. He has the Saints.
Solid pick. Drew Brees all the way.
Very, very solid. Drew Brees. This is going to be too much for that Bears defense. Bears are lucky they even got into the playoffs. Seahawks versus Rams. Yes, Seattle. Also agree.
Again, great quarterback in Russell Wilson.
Great in-division matchup that'll be. Washington football team versus the Bucks.
Tom Brady is going to win a Super Bowl, and that's a fact.
Tom Brady is just going to beat the Washington football team. The Washington football team, they're the best of the worst, and that is coming from an Eagles fan.
Word up.
Yes.
Ravens-Titans, he has the Ravens going. What are your thoughts on that one?
I agree, the Ravens are on a roll towards the end of the season here.
Lamar Jackson.
Post-poop Lamar. He's pretty good.
Bills-Colts, he said he had the Bills going, obviously.
Yes, Bills, they're
shocker.
also on fire. Just scored, 56 points against the Dolphins. It's pretty good. Josh Allen, MVP candidate. Aaron Rodgers is going to take that one home, though.
And here's the big one. Browns-Steelers, he has the Browns going.
Yes, the Browns. I would love the Browns to make
Absolutely love it.
go all the way. I'm cheering for them. But they're going to get bounced in the first round by the Steelers. Yes, they are. The Browns, 22-24 last game against the Steelers. Steelers had like half their team. The Browns had most of their team. Steelers.
Browns.
Steelers.
Browns.
Steelers. So, Jackson, the Browns are making it past the first round. How far are they making it?
They're going to the AFC Championship 100%. Still, an 11-5 record is a pretty Super Bowl record for us. Kevin Stefanski really turned that program around, all for the Browns.
You know, I'd love to see the Browns make it all the way, but I just don't see them doing it. I would love to see it. But speaking of Ohio football,
OH!
Ohio! That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Word.
Gotta go with OSU.
You have to.
You can't bet against Ohio
You
State.
cannot. Justin Fields, Trey Sermon,
That's
that
right.
offense is crazy.
Justin Fields really proved the haters wrong last game against Clemson.
Ryan Day,
Just
spectacular coach.
Spectacular.
Great program.
Trey Sermon.
Trey Sermon.
331 rushing yards against Northwestern. An Ohio State record. Fabulous.
Terrific.
Great running back. Great transfer from Oklahoma for us.
That's all, Stallions. Make sure to tune in next week to see the results.
Figure out who will be the idiot in this situation, Jackson and I, or Mr. McGoldrick. Go Bucks.
Go Browns.
And go Stallions!